My name is
trying to get ready for a big night out here.
All right. So noticed that you just about know everybody out here. Everybody comes up, talk to you for friendly environment. Tell us a little bit about what goes on a race weekend. How long does it take you guys to prepare the track and get everything ready?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot that goes into to getting everything ready. You know, people just see it on Saturday night and think we just open the gates and come on out here and you know, race. But it's a lot of preparation. We work, you know, all week long. It takes it's 50 acres of land, so it's a job a few days just to cut the grass. You know what I mean, and
right.
Keep everything ready. And there's always something going wrong, something, you know, needing to be repaired or whatnot. And so we're always working out here. But as far as the track prep itself goes, we usually start on Thursday, and we start watering it and stuff and getting it ready, and we'll water it so Friday night. Right. And then you know, we just stay on it all day Saturday, watering it and everything like that, you know, and watering the pit so it's not so dusty, and just trying to get it, you know, the best atmosphere we can get for everybody.
Right. On average, you know, Saturday night these guys come out here and race. Based on a big weekend, on average, what do y'all have as far as attendance, as far as cars and fans, usually? Well,
it's hard to say. You know, some of our regular weekly show events, you know, they're liable to be, you know, just, you know, 40 or 50 cars and you know, probably 200 to 400, 500 people in the stands. And then, you know, our biggest events, you know, we could have over 100 cars in the pits and, you know, over 1,000 in the stands. So it's really hard to get an average, but sometimes it's, you know, really packed on some of the big events. We're expecting this next one coming up, this Street Stock National deal, to be one that we feel like we could run out of room. We have a lot of we're actually, that's what we've been doing this week, working towards bush hogging and fixing up all of our land to be able to park on all of it, you know, where we normally don't need all that. So.
And speaking of that big event coming up, tell us a little bit about that. What do you got coming up? Street Stock Nationals, right?
Oh yeah, that's one where we it's really one of our biggest races of the season. We start the cars 3 wide, and you know, it's turned into a big marquee event for the street stocks. Everybody wants to get that one, you know, and so it's a real big deal. Last year we had almost 100 cars, and we're expecting, you know, close to that this year too. So it was you know, just 100 just in that one class, you know what I mean? Right. So we could have, you know, 200 and something cars in the pits, and so that'll be a huge event for us. It always is. And we're really
the technical aspect of this of car racing, I know that you guys have recently went to transponders out here to keep up with times and everything. You know, is this a sport where technology is starting to become more a factor in the way you do your job at the track?
I'd say so. Not as much as other things, but with the transponders definitely helped out. Forever we had ladies in the tower hand scoring. When the cars come by, and you can imagine as the cars have gotten faster over the years, and that's just the main thing. We're racing more of them. They're faster and more competitive. They're coming by the line, wide open at three wide and stuff like that. 3 wide and 10 deep. And then here in 12 or 15 seconds they're right back again. And so you're trying to write down all those numbers in the order, and it's you got to be really talented to be able to do that and do that every lap, week in, week out. And so it was real challenging to do that and keep the lineup exactly right. When a caution would come out and have to line them back up in the order they were running. And so that transponders definitely helped us a lot with that. So it's the computer's doing it, so it's no problem at all then. So, and it gives us some other options, being able to time them in hot laps and things like that, where we can move the show along faster and some different options. People, a lot of times don't realize they want to see the big shows. They want to see the big super late models, the big guys here or there. Just like tonight, for instance, the super late model purse alone, people look at it and say it's $2,500 to win. Oh, that ain't that much. That's just a few tickets or whatever like that. But the thing is, last place gets $300 or $400. And then everywhere in between that purse, that $2,500. Just that one race, that purse is like $13,000 or $14,000. And then you add the rest of the purses from all the other classes into it. We're pushing $25,000 in purses just tonight. Just paying the racers, and then that's not counting any overhead. With insurances, $700 a night, and just blah blah blah. We just keep on and on and on. So it's just every business has bills they have to pay, and you have to do it. You have to figure out a way to do it. So we set the ticket prices, to where we can try to make ends meet. Is what you have to do. And so I think everybody would like things to be cheaper for them. Heck, I would too. You know what I mean? And wish we could, but like you say, it's very competitive with any other track that puts on the caliber of events we do. And so that's the biggest thing. Is just taking into consideration what you're watching and what you see. You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
it takes a lot. From time to time, we have sponsors that chip in and get their name out there and help out different classes and stuff like that. But and we have a few sponsors. You see the billboards up there where those guys are our big sponsors that help. That pay to have their name up there on the scoreboard and really help us. Usually that money comes in at the first of the season, so that money usually is what helps us get started, get everything in good shape for the racing season, the improvements and stuff like that, and get going for the year.
Right. Now, for a race fan that's never been to Whynot, what sets you apart from the other tracks, the MAG, Columbus Motor Speedway? What does Whynot set apart from them?
Well, it's I think Whynot's kind of the best of both worlds to me. A lot of people like the big wide open tracks and they're real wide and stuff and racy. And a lot of people like the more action of the smaller tracks, the bull rings type stuff. You know what I mean? But some people, the negative aspects of both of those, the big old tracks like that, hard on equipment, motors and stuff like that, blowing up and stuff like that. And then the little tracks are hard on, your cars, your the bodies on your race car and everything, getting them wrecks and stuff like that, not being able to avoid it. But right. Our track is really kind of in the middle there. It's big wide, 80-foot wide. You can see here the way the track is. It's progressively banked, where it's kind of flat on the bottom and it banks up. The higher you get, the higher the banking is. And we got some real good clay. And like I say, it's kind of a medium-sized racetrack, and it really puts on a good race, So it's got enough of the goodie for the guys that like to really go fast, and then it's also got enough action. It's small enough to have enough action to itch that, scratch that itch as well. So right. It's kind of the best of both worlds, and we really fortunate. All this was here before us, so we're really fortunate to have the layout we do here. And another thing, there's a lot of tracks that go one lane when they get real black and rubbered up and go one lane, and it's nothing they can do about it. Their dirt's real sandy and stuff, and so there's a lot of tracks that don't even have access, for miles and miles of any kind of dirt anywhere close to this good, so it's just the part of the country they're in or whatever like that. And so we're very fortunate, just a couple miles up the road here, and then also having a landowner and a family, the McRae family, that really enjoys racing, enjoys the fact that their dirt's on the track and everything like that. So it's a pretty neat deal. That's the biggest thing I think we got to be thankful for, is having that good of dirt.
And speaking of family, this is kind of a racing family environment. You got drivers here every week that you see out on the street, and then they come here and race with you. So it is like a big family.
Absolutely, and that's one thing, you know, we were talking about earlier. You know, a lot of people, I think in the old days, you know, I don't know, it was before my time. When I raced, as long as I've raced out here or been a part out here, it's always been this way. But for some reason, this kind of got a stigma on it from, I guess, a long time ago, where people used to be a lot of drinking and fighting and carrying on or whatever out here. And some of the older people around Meridian look at coming out here like equivalent of taking your family to a bar or something like that, you know. But but I tell you, everybody, there's, you know, we've had the place for 10 years. We don't have any trouble. There's always, I mean, it's the same atmosphere as like a high school football game or something, you know what I mean? So it's a really family friendly. We have church groups that come out here. We have, you know, all types of fan interaction with the kids and stuff like that. So it's a real family friendly place for sure.
And
David Grigsby on the Papa's Collectible here at Whynot Motor Speedway. I've been over here for almost 15 years with Peggy and Rodney and all them. Sell a little bit of everything. Anything you need for dirt track racing other than tires and fuel, safety glasses, seat cushions, shirts, t-shirts, kids' toys, earplugs, just about anything you need we got.
What's up, guys? This is Chris Wall, the Intimidator, here at Whynot Motorsports Park, one of the best racetracks in the South. Can't wait to get it on tonight.
well, Chris, how long have you been coming out here to Whynot?
Oh, I don't know. We've been off for a couple of years, just now getting back into the racing. So, but I don't know. We were here right when Rodney opened it back up, and lose track of time, you know. Yeah.
And you won some races out here too.
We won the biggest ones here. We won the Fall Classic here, and several state races.
All right, and this is Chris Wall, the Intimidator, number 71. And you were what kind of car are you driving?
Black Diamond.
Black Diamond. Good luck tonight, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Tyler Burgess. I'm the driver of the Creighton number 2 car here. I'm from Laurel, Mississippi. Got my dad and my sister pretty much working on everything here. But no, we're out at Whynot Motorsports Park tonight. Gonna try to see if we can catch a $1,000 payday. But the Highway 45 Creighton Showdown, we got the supers here in the house with us, so it ought to be a good show for everybody. Come on out and enjoy it. Great racetrack, good facility, great people. We enjoy coming out here racing, show some good 2, 3, sometimes you catch 4-wide racing. And we really look forward to making some laps here tonight. We got some stuff on the car we're looking forward to trying, and we can't wait to get out there.
My name's Odie Barrett. I'm with Lauderdale County Motorsports Emergency Rescue Team, and we've put together a group of men and women that are trained specifically for motorsports. We saw the need over the last few years to get a team together that strictly focuses on motorsports. So we came up with MERT and been going strong for about 1.5 years now.
How many guys is it out there with your group?
Normally at Whynot we have a group of 6 to 8 people that's on a regular basis. Team wide we've probably got about 20 people. We do Whynot Motorsports Park, and we also service Battlefield drag strip as well. So we have a big group of people that go.
You guys also medically trained?
Yes, we're all minimum of EMR. We have paramedics, EMTs, as well as regular firefighters on our team.
We certainly thank you for your time, and we support you 100%, and we appreciate what you guys do. A couple other guys there. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you.
Start driver, 2-lane on driver. They'll be located down there at the slab, the registration counter. I'll tell your friends, okay, make sure that you just give everybody a warm welcome. Might have some people here tonight.
stock, Mississippi, and jam up track to come to. Good racing all the way around. It ain't just one groove. You know, it's 4, 5, and 6. Our class probably the most competitive. Everybody running this last points race, so everybody's trying to stay good with the points and hopefully get a top 5 or so.
I'm Blake McNeil, factory stock number 3, Waynesboro, Mississippi. Pretty much what he said, probably the best track you can go to. Hooked up all night long, great racing, last points race, so we're all going to push hard to come out with a good finish to wrap up the season.
Good luck. Thank y'all for your time.
Thank you.
Matt Haney, I drive number 15 factory stock. We're out here at Whynot Motor Speedway for the Super Late Models race tonight. Rodney and Philip does a great job at promoting this track. If you ain't never been out here, you're missing a great show. You come out here every 2 weeks. We race at 7:30. Whynot's a great place to come. So give a shout out to Rodney and Philip. Doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Driver's meeting's gonna be in 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes.
It's Chris Creighton there, guys. He's an announcer here at Whynot. See if we can get a word with him real quick. Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, man. How you doing?
All right, good. So you're the announcer out here, right?
Yeah. Me and Ross, we split the duty.
All right, cool. You want to show us around a little bit?
Here's where all the action is right here in this little room. Come on in here. I'll show you around. Well, as you see, it's not much on size, but when you got that view, that's why this is the best seat in the house from the announcer stand. We got to have the best view in the house, Chad. It's the only way that it works. We keep our eye on all the action going on throughout the night, and we record it, put it on this microphone here, and try to keep these fans entertained.
Right.
It's a small house, but this is our house of cribs at the House of Hook.
Right. Okay. So how long have you been doing this, Chris?
I've been started here in 2012. I guess it's 2017 now. It's my 6th season. I've enjoyed it. It's something that we enjoy putting our time into. It's really not about the money. It's all about being a part of this environment, seeing the race cars from week in, week out, bringing the kids, letting them get to know the community. And if you're wanting family fun, this is where you find it every weekend during the summertime and early into the fall. All right, now, Mr. Allen, we're going to go up in here. This is where all of the coordinating is done at a racetrack. It's not just the flagmen, it's not just the announcers. It takes a whole group of people up in this little office here that really keep this thing going. What we'll have when the race starts, we'll have monitors here and there, and girls will be calculating everybody's laps, watching speed times and all that. This is where the caution lights are turned on, and of course, none other than the race director gets to sit right here in this office with this beautiful view that they have as well. It's a little tight in here, and trust me, during race time, it can be very hectic. This is one of the most hectic rooms other than Wall Street when it comes to the racing business. So if you've ever seen Wall Street and how there are people running around with little tags and stuff, cards, man, it goes on right here in this room. And radio communication is a big part of racing, and it's done right here.
This is a family environment. Racing is all about the fans and family. Tell us a little bit about the fans out here.
Well, I tell you what, Whynot Motorsports Park has some of the best fans that you've ever seen. A lot of these guys are out here, regardless, rain or shine. You'll find the certain groups always out here in these bleachers. Of course, we bring fans from all around. If it wasn't for these fans, racing would not be possible. Racing is still a fan-driven sport, and these guys, without their support every weekend, we wouldn't be here to race, and I wouldn't be able to have the fun job that I have. So we really do always give the shout-out to the fans for supporting this great event. And look forward to seeing new faces here every weekend.
Spencer Hughes, I'm driver of the number 11 RBT Motorsports Super Late Model. Go out here at Whynot Motorsports Park. I reckon they call it the action track of the South. You know, it's normally stays pretty hooked up all night. They be calling the house a hook here lately. So there's a track owner right there coming to clown on us probably. But yeah, you know, it's one of my favorite places to go to. You can race 3-4 wide, you know, most any given night, and normally tear up much stuff. And, you know, you just have good racing all night. I really enjoy it.
All right, so what about your car? You're a track favorite here. I see you're racing the street stock tonight.
Yeah, we you know, we got the big street stock nationals coming up here soon, so we just need to get it tuned up a little bit.
Okay. All right, so good luck out there, buddy. Appreciate you.
I'm Zach Shelton, I drive the late model Sportsman. I race at Whynot, and it's a really good track to go out and sport it.
Okay. And what class do you drive in?
Late model sportsman.
Okay. And won a few races?
Yes, sir.
kiss like this. Seesaw swinging with the balls in the school and your feet flying up in the air. Sing hey diddle diddle with your kitty in the middle of the swing like it didn't care. So I took a big chance at the high school dance with a mister who was ready to play. Wasn't me, she a fool, of course she knew what she was doing, and I know love was here to